Oh, well, hello there again, friend and family. So good to see you back at the old home place. Yeah, I wasn't expecting you today on Saturday. And I've been out and about, since wee hours this morning. Up at about 6:45, out and about, across the lands since 8:30. But since you are here, you're just in time for a special event. Yeah, to go with me on a maiden voyage of sorts. Well, it's a maiden voyage from where I'm about to show you, and for me, as its new captain. Sort of, kind of. Anyway, but hey, let me show you what we got and what we're going to be doing. And if you want, y'all can all tag along too. Okay? Well, there it is. Yep, sitting under the now front old oak tree. Yep. Brand new, just got her today. Well, when I say brand new, it's brand new to me. It was actually brand new, brand new, back in 2008. So hey, what is it? It's 15-year-old, but that's okay. It's in pretty darn good condition. It's got some scrapes, some bumps, some scratches, some fading. It's a 15-year-old car, but the glass is all good. Overall, the paint's good. It's got a fine set of nearly new tires on it. The windshield ain't broke. That's a plus, isn't it? So yeah, not like the Focus. It was broke, 5 or 6 times. And the interior's really nice. Yeah, somebody took real good care of it. Now I got to clean it up a little bit. Been sitting on the lot. Got to get me one of them there razor scrapers. Scrape off where they had all them inspection stickers. Because this car spent most of its life a little further up north in a state called Delaware. But I will say this, when I pulled the Carfax on it, this little vehicle, this Hyundai Accent, that's what it is, 2008 Hyundai Accent, has been serviced religiously ever since the day it was new. And hey, it's only got 98,150 some odd miles on it. You can't beat that. And even better, the AC works, which was great today, since we're currently at 92 in the shade. But hey, if you would like, let's all jump in. Buckle up, just like old times in the Focus, and take a ride and see how she does. Well, I think we got y'all all in there. Here, let's adjust you some, in your seat a little bit. It'll take a little while to get used to it. I got to come up with a name for it. It ain't talked to me yet. Maybe it will here as we drive, or one day soon. I've only had it a couple hours. But hey, y'all all jump in, pile in, buckle up. No fighting over who sits where. And hey, just like the Focus, there's seats in the trunk. We affectionately call that the rumble seats, okay? Like, back in the day. And this is a manual, which 5-speed manual. Yep, it's got a clutch. So for you youngins, I guess you couldn't drive it. But hopefully you'll never be in a situation where you'll ever need to. But then again, this is a vital life skill in my mind. Yeah, now all my vehicles, well, both my trucks and now this little nice 2008 Hyundai Accent, have manual transmissions. I can fix them. And then if I don't want to, they're fairly economical to fix. And if treated right and driven right, they can outlast the car. Surely they can, considering the transmission in both Blackie and Goldie are over 27 years old. Yeah, never had nothing done to them. You show me an automatic that can do that. But hey, let's get this thing out of the yard and take her for a ride. On the wild side. Because all I've done is drove her home from the lot and made a quick run up to Superfoods, and then came home. That's been the sum total of our adventure. But it's nice to be in one, purring along. And hey, it's almost the same color as the Focus. The Focus is a darker silver gray. This is a light silver gray. Yeah. And with a two-tone interior. Black and light gray. And the interior, you'd have to see it. It is almost immaculate. In fact, when I pulled the car packs up, like I said, this thing's been serviced every time it's supposed to be. Yep, and right now, it's only got 98,201 miles on it. Yeah, the Focus had over 137,000 when it died. Of course, it should have went 200,000 or 300,000. And it might have if I had got a manual transmission in it too. But I was being lazy. But it ain't hard driving one of these once you get, the hang of it and the coordination. I ain't quite got this one down yet because this one's got such a light touch to the clutch. Where Blackie, whew, she's a little bit rough. She's got one of them stiff clutches. So does Goldie, my other S10. Yeah, well, they're spring clutches. Where this Accent is a hydraulic assisted clutch. I mean, you don't even got to have no muscles. I mean, when I first drove it this morning, I like to push it right slap through the firewall. Yep, right into the engine compartment. Because I was thinking it'd be stiff like Blackie, but it ain't. Yep, that's probably going to be the future home of the Focus right there. At some point in time. A junkyard. Either there or somewhere. But yeah, I made these here little Hyundais, all different varieties, Accents, Elantras, made the Kias too, the Sonatas, the Santa Fe's. Yeah, so I know them. I know how they're put together, and I know what they're made of. Lord knows this one here may have all kinds of stuff in it I actually was responsible for making. Yep, we're a little bit out of tune on this clutch. If you've rode with me in Blackie, you'll know we got that down to a fine art. But this is brand new to me. And I'm going to tell you what, I got me a deal on it, considering everything else I've been looking at. And granted, it is 15 years old. But where else you going to find one with this low mileage for what was a really low price? And that's the one thing I can't tell you. Yeah, can't tell you the price. Because the man that had this, he's a good man. He's a Christian. Not that you can't be a good man, and not be a Christian, but he is. And he knew my situation, We had talked. He knew I'd been in the hospital, nearly died. He knew about the tree. People know about things about old Mr. Tom in and around, Tallahassee. Well, I'd at least say 60 or 100 mile radius, very least. Maybe even further. And it was that way even before I started a YouTube channel. But I don't know if you've been gandering as we've been going, enjoying this here sweet, cool air conditioning, as we are. It's all green. I mean, it is green, people. Woo! It really is. And we've came down these roads many times before. Yes, we have, in the Focus. And sometimes in Goldie too, and Blackie. Not as often. It was basically, the Focus, you, and me, my friends and family. And every once in a while, Spooky rides along. Yeah, he likes to ride. But he hasn't gotten to know the Accent yet. Yeah. I keep having this little vibe. The accent's name may be Alice. That's what I'm feeling as I'm driving. Of course, that just may be a feeling. Maybe it's her name, and I know it's a her. Yep. I guarantee it's a her. And that's what I need in my life, is a her to help take care of me. You know, like Cleo, Speedy, Gracie. Now, not that Spooky and old Mr. Gray and Heathcliff don't take care of me too. Because I'd be lying. They always got my back. Yes, they do. But what I like about this little car, it's just right for one little old man. Yeah, in the kitty creek. Gets amazing gas mileage. These here little Hyundai Accents are known for it. I don't even know if Hyundai makes them anymore. For the U.S., I know they make them for other countries. But here in the U.S., I don't know what it is. Every car has got to have heated seats, electric windows, all this here junk. Hey, that's another thing. This ain't got no heated seats. Ain't got no electric windows. That's another survival skill I'll have to show the youngins. How to roll down a window. Because I will tell you, in recent years, I've had some youngins not know how to get the window down in the older vehicles. I'm speaking truth. Not making it up, as sad and funny as that may be. So it's economical. Ain't got a lot of frills. Somebody put a jam up nice stereo in it. Kenwood, got touch screen, all kinds of stuff. That this little old man ain't even bothered with it. Bluetooth. It's got voice recognition. Yeah, it's really jam up. Overall, I'm extremely happy. And this air conditioning will run you out of this little thing. It gets a little slack. It doesn't cool as well when it's sitting idle. Well, you get the RPMs up a little bit. Woo! Yeah, buddy. It's already got my knuckles ice cold. And I hear some of y'all shivering. I think that's your teeth chattering back there. Y'all try to, you know, clamp down on your teeth. I think it's starting to pick up in the video. Yeah. And we don't even know that it's, oh, out here in this sun, it's probably like, holy Lord. It's probably, 120, maybe even 130 in the sun. You know, I've showed you how that works, right? Let me find the gear. That's another thing too. This ain't got the same shift pattern as the trucks. So I gotta, you know, sort of get used to that too. And it'll take a trip or two, and then we'll be just as smooth as we ever were in the trucks. I'll tell you what, it's got a little tiny gas tank in it too. Yep. I'm all about economy. You see, I don't need to press a button to roll up my window. It don't take much. You know, I don't need electric seats. I mean, I adjust my seat once. And that's basically it. It ain't like anybody else gonna be driving my cars. And if they would, you know, like maybe my son or my daughter, and they adjust the seat, it ain't no big deal for me to reach down, grab the lever, and put it back where I like it. I'm telling you, it's not. And this has got lumbar support, but you don't press a button. You gotta, you know, turn it by hand. And you know, something that's really nice or remind you you're alive is when you jump in a car in the dead of winter and your bottom hits that seat, especially if they're leather. Yeah, and there's that shock, that ice cold seat against your derriere. Yeah. That's part of living. But oh no. People got their little clicker now. And that's another thing this thing ain't got. It ain't got no clicker. Yeah, it's got a key. I like keys. You can't hack keys. Nope. No way to hack them. Shoot, this thing might even be EMP proof. Who knows? I'm just ecstatic for what I paid for it, and how it drives. I mean, it drives just like a new one. And I read back through the Carfax and seen everything that's been fixed on it over its lifetime. 15 years. It always getting its oil changes and tire rotations and all kinds of good stuff that you're supposed to be doing. Yeah. It rides just like a brand new one. Pretty much got tires on it like a brand new one. Yeah, paint's faded in some areas. It's got a few scratches. It's got a couple of dents. Hey, that means I just don't got to lose sleep and stress out like I have when I bought new cars. You know how it is. You buy a new car, and man, you do everything in your power to keep it from getting scratched, dinged, pinged. You park it way out in the parking lot, walk in. You do all that until the very first scratch, ding, ping, crack, gouge, what have you. Once it's christened with the first boo-boo, you start slacking up. Most people do, admit it. And then, give it a year or two, you just park it anywhere. Yep, don't matter anymore. And I'm liking it. It's fairly quiet. I mean, it's not pristine quiet. This ain't no Denali. No, it ain't no Escalade, Land Rover, Lamborghini. But for me, it's my Lamborghini, and I'm happy about it. And I ain't had a whole lot to be happy about this year. It's been a rough and tough year. You don't know the half of it. Woo! Because I only share here what I want to share here with my friends and family. You see, I don't like getting people all down in the mouth. Everybody's got their life, things they got to overcome, health issues, financial issues, political issues. I don't have political issues because I just put that all away. Yep. Let her go. Flow. I live life as it comes. I don't worry about it no more. When we top that next hill, I see a mushroom cloud. Hey, we'll turn, we'll throw her in reverse, and we'll haul butt back the other way. That's what you gotta do. You gotta deal with life, whatever it throws you. And I did not want to even spend this amount of money today. And I almost didn't. Tried to walk away 2 or 3 times, but something in the back of my mind said this little jewel is calling my name. And it's not like it's, pristine, but it's close to pristine as I've seen, yeah, for nearly double the price. Triple the price. Yeah, and I'll give her a nice little wash. I might treat it to detailing. What do you think? I'll take it 2 or 3 blocks down. There's a fine young man or two down there trying to make a living the hard way. Actually working, detailing cars and doing all that. And they do a fine job. I may bring it down there. I don't know. I have to go down and see what he wants. Yeah. But I definitely ain't made money between this, the hospital bill, the tree. Oh yeah, and there's still a shop roof to do, and then everything the house needs. See, that's my world. That's my reality. And that can get real stressful, worrying about all that. Along with medications, prescriptions, insurances, food prices. Yeah. See, my life has all the things that many of y'all's wives have. It may have more than some, may have less than others. I'm going to tell you what, it's just glad to get back in a nice vehicle. Not that Blackie ain't nice. Don't y'all be telling Blackie she isn't nice. The old girl, she's been getting us through until, you know, now. I mean, I think she was pouting a little bit earlier today when she seen me pull up. You know, now Goldie, she don't care. She's over by the shop. She don't care. She knows she ain't going nowhere. She's been with me all her life, and she knows she'll be with me till the wheels rust off. Probably still have her then, you know, just be some outdoor furniture. Ooh, but we ain't making a big old ride today. Like I say, this is like maiden voyage. You know, sort of like back in the day when they used to build boats. Yep. They get them, you know, part of the way finished. Oh, we stalled it. Can you believe we did that? I was trying to look and see if anybody was coming. Because it's hard to see. The post is right there when you turn your neck around. And it's hard to see. Uh-oh. The radio came on. And we just passed by Low Cost. Now, he didn't have nothing new, you know, and we'd already checked out his stuff. And I actually went by there this morning and checked with Bobby, that's the owner, about that Mazda, you know, the MPV. And I almost jumped on it, but the air didn't work. Bobby thought it did, but it didn't. And that was a deal breaker. Yeah. I wasn't going to get nothing until I got something with ice cold air. Otherwise, wasn't no need. Blackie doing fine. I can't kick her none. And me and her will still be going out. Probably be taking y'all along some more rides with her. Because she, you know, she's the one I got to take when we're getting supplies, you know, for the garden, the yard. I mean, me and her went to Walmart yesterday and got some things for the yard to work on it and the house. Surely we did. And you probably, if you're paying attention, seen we just drove by the world famous, or at least this part of the country, Superfoods. You know the place where they always know your name and they're so glad you came. Yeah, where I shop. Now, anytime you buy a new-to-you vehicle, it takes some time. You know, it takes time for your derriere fits in the seat just right. You know, you got that seat back just where you want it. Yeah, it's just the right distance from the pedals. All that stuff. You know, you got your favorite channels in the radio pre-programmed. You know, you got your MP3s and, you know, all that there fine stuff. Yeah. Got all that stuff. And I'll say one thing, this thing's, it's pretty spunky. It's got a tiny engine in it, but she's spunky. You don't pay attention, you'll be breaking that there speed limit law. Easily. Because I've done that a few times already. It ain't like I've drove it more than, all total, an hour. I wonder if this barbecue place over here on the left is still open. Maybe it is. If it is, I might get me a barbecue sandwich. Nope, it says sold out. Well, you know that's what happens too. It ain't even 3 o'clock yet on a Saturday afternoon. And they done sold out. But hey, that's a good thing, right? That tells you it's mighty tasty. And you know what? If the guy that had this car hadn't called me this morning, actually he called me, when I was over at Low Cost Cars. Just finished up talking to Bobby. Yep. And was actually walking back to Blackie. He called, said he had it. He told me he was going to get it last week when I was over at his place looking at another car that I decided not to get, albeit it was cheaper than this one. Why? Well, it had some issues, one of which the AC didn't work. Yeah, like I say, wasn't getting nothing unless it had frigid, rigid, cold air. Whew. Now, I don't know what the outdoor temperature is, because this one ain't got one of those nifty outdoor temperature things like the Focus. But I know it's really hot out there. That I do know. When I left the house, it's 92. And here again, that's in the shade. When you're out here in this here bright blue blazing sun, way more hot, as we all know. Well, I'm starting to get the hang of this little Jewel. Well, she'll just have to forgive me till I get real smooth with her. And we become one. Once we become one, ooh, we'll be like a pair then. But I'm loving this man. It takes me way back to my early days. Back when I was a young teen. See, I've been driving cars ever since I was about 10. You know, tractors, trucks. And back then, pretty much things were the opposite way. The majority of vehicles had manual transmission. In fact, the vast majority did. Unlike today, the vast majority have automatics. Yeah, it's amazing how things change over time. You give me a good manual any day, I don't mind moving around a little bit. It's just your one foot, your one left leg, and your right hand and arm. It don't even take much effort. Yeah, and there's the little pokey. Soon to be gone. She's a little bigger. Yep, she had some nice features. You know, she had the power windows, all kinds of stuff. Yep, she didn't have power seats though. No. But all things come to an end. And it's just like old things fade away and new things come to pass. Yeah, imagine that. So that's it. That's the maiden voyage of our now new, to us, 2008 Hyundai Accent 4-door sedan. It is. And like I say, I'm just thrilled to death. And I hope you are too. I hope you enjoyed the little ride along in its first debut here on Deep South Bama. You know, my little piece of paradise in the Deep South of Alabama. Yep, it's time to get out and get her on in. Ain't gonna be long now. And we'll have to feed the kitty crew. Yeah, they're a little leery of the Accent. They don't know her yet either. I was just looking, I set the trip monitor before we left. And you know, it's sometimes people, you know, give me crap wasting money on gas, but you know, we only went 19.2 miles. Okay? And that's about a half a gallon. Not even a half a gallon. Yeah, so what? I spent less than $1.50 on y'all. We're cheap dates, right? Okay. Let me shut her off and jump out and get her on in the house. Hey, if y'all want a snack or a cold drink, you know, we got Fritos, we got Lay's. I think I got me some Swiss rolls and those strawberry rolls too. Yeah. And there's always oatmeal cookies and that. Yeah, because they keep you fluid, if you know what I mean. But you're welcome to them. Well, there you are. as you can see, here we are in the new, to me, 2008 Hyundai Accent 4-door sedan. And I, like I say, hope you enjoyed the ride today on this very first maiden voyage. Hopefully many more to come in the coolness and the comfort. Yeah, but hey, the ride's over now. We got other things to do. Not long, we have to get on with the kitty crew. So hey, until that kitty crew, you know them all. Spooky, Speedy, Cleo, old Mr. Gray, sometimes Heathcliff and little Gracie too. See you on that next video. Y'all take care, stay safe out there. Enjoy the ride that is live. Yeah, maybe you could jump in your vehicle and take a ride today too, or tomorrow. Traditionally, Sunday. But hey, like I say, take care, stay safe, and may you be blessed by God as you bless those in your life. Goodbye for now. Oh, I even hate to get out. Yep. Oh, time to get out. Other things to do and get on with the remainder of the day. Yep. She sits a lot lower to the ground than Blackie and Goldie do. Oh, that's okay. We'll get used to her and focus that low too. Ooh, that wind's getting up. Yeah, nothing like a blazing hot blast of southern wind in your face. Yeah. It doesn't make you any cooler. Well, it's time to go in. Later, all.